Hi, my name's Marissa. I'm a Paparazzi independent consultant. My consultant ID is 95712. I'm doing a short series of videos to help new consultants that are starting out to help build your business. This one is all about training your customer. It's like the most important thing that you can do. And so what happens is that we get new customers on our show, and a lot of us are very nervous starting out. And we think that everybody knows everything about paparazzi, right? So the key is that you have to train your customer. And the most important part of this is actually to be consistent, right? So I always say you pick one day a week to go live. No, I have a headache, I don't feel like it. You always go live on that day. You can do additional lives because I say the more that you go live, the bigger and faster you're going to build your business. But the most important thing is that you have one consistent day to train your customer to be able to find you on that day. Ooh, crooked. So what I suggest is that when you're first starting out, the first thing that you might want to do when you are on your business page is to create an event. You can have a reoccurring event on that day. What creating an event does is it allows you to actually invite people, even if they do not respond, as long as they are invited to that event. About an hour before you go live, they will receive a notification saying that this event is going to take place. I do not say to go live in your event, but what you can do is you go live on your business page and then you can actually put the link into the comments, okay? Because you want the most visibility when you go live, and the most visibility is going to come from going live directly onto your page. So when you go live, you want to make sure that as your numbers are fluctuating and you are seeing more people come in and out of your video, that you remember to reintroduce yourself. You want to say, hi, my name's Marissa, welcome, and you may want to say repetitively through the show, if you love this jewelry, you might want to see me. I'm always live on Tuesdays at 8 p.m. or whatever day you choose to go live. But you want to continually be saying that through your show. Now, the other thing is that we think that everybody comes on our live as shop paparazzi. Guess what? They haven't, all right? So you need to tell them how to shop from you. You need to tell them, hey, if you guys are new, all you have to do is comment the item number, and then I will go ahead and acknowledge you, and I put it into your basket. And guess what? You should tell them what your shipping rate is. Don't let there be any surprises to these people. Let them know that we're selling $5 fabulous jewelry. Let them know that it's 100% lead and nickel free. If you're brand new starting out and you only buy onesies, let them know, look, you know what? These are one and dones. And we can't reorder these most of the time because as soon as they sell out with paparazzi, they're gone, they're done, that's it. So you're creating a little bit of a sense of urgency. You want to make sure that they know what your tax rate is. So I say it throughout my show. Guess what? I have a $4.50 flat rate tax. My state tax is 6%, and I actually offer free shipping on orders of $75 or more. So I let them know that throughout my show consistently, okay? Now, when you are going through your show, the other thing is that you may want to mention your jewelry group. If you love this jewelry, guess what? I have a jewelry group. Most people don't understand how to do any of this. So typically, and I'm going based off of the analytics on my Facebook videos, we're talking about an age group of ages 45 to 65-year-old women, a lot of which might not be tech savvy, or they may have just joined Facebook. And they may have caught you on a friend's feed because hopefully you have people sharing your video, right? So what you want to do is you want to make sure that they know how they're going to pay for this. I always say, I invoice through PayPal. You will receive your invoice immediately following the show. Let them know how long they have to pay that invoice. You cannot expect people to pay on time if you haven't even mentioned to them when the invoice is due. So I always tell them throughout my show too, oh, you're great, that's fine. All you have to do after the show, and if I know that they're new to shopping with me, I remind them. I'll be like, you know what, Doreen, will you please send me your email address after the show? Then I can go ahead and I can send you an invoice. All right? If you seem that you are crossing the timeline of when your invoices are due, it's not going to hurt you, and PayPal allows you to send a reminder invoice, all right? We all want good paying customers. We want them to pay on time. If we're not giving them the tools to actually pay that invoice on time, then, you know, you get what you have explained. Also, what I always tell people if I'm giving out prizes is I let them know they have to be shared publicly. Don't expect people to share you the correct way if you are not telling them how to share you the correct way. So some people don't understand, and they might share you into a yard sale site. That is actually against paparazzi compliance. You cannot be in those sites, right? And also it can cause trolls to come to you. And if you're not telling them, please only share to your personal page or to your personal business page or to your personal jewelry group, then you can expect that people might think that they're doing you a favor. Like, oh, I know there's 10,000 people in this swap site, but guess what? Facebook has rules against that, and most of those groups have rules against it. So what happens is somebody can report you in those groups, and then you're in Facebook jail. And Facebook jail is not a good place when you run your own business, okay? So we're talking about training your customer. Now, our whole goal as a consultant is to get people into our jewelry group, right? We want them to voluntarily join. We never add people to our jewelry group, okay? We never fish customers from other consultants. But when you are going to then get their email address, you might want to send them the link to your jewelry group and say, hey, you know what? I have these fabulous albums posted in my jewelry group that you may want to go check out. And you can add them to your invoice. You know, I invoice right now, but I can easily add it if you see something that you like. So you've now given that customer the option of joining. People that are not jewelry monsters are not going to join that jewelry group. You only want jewelry monsters in that group. You don't want people adding their friends that don't want to be there. And the reason being is because your jewelry group and your Facebook page give you these things called analytics, right? It's going to tell you what parts of the country the people that are in your group are from, the age range, their sex, and it's also going to tell you what time of day that they are seeing your posts. That is really important information, because if you're posting stuff at 2 a.m., then obviously you're wondering, how come nobody saw it? Well, guess what? That thing went through their feed 1,000,000 times over again, okay? And you don't want it to go through their feed. You want them to see it so that they comment on it. So a big question that I get from consultants all the time is, I can't get people to buy from my photo albums. I can't do photo album sales, and I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong. And I'll say to them, do you have something posted in your group about how to shop your photo albums? And that those things are made available. And if they want them, all they have to do is comment sold. And do you have it posted as to what day that you invoice? So you don't have somebody like grabbing one piece thinking, oh, I have time to go shop later. And then they forget for 2 days and, you know, and they're getting the invoice. They didn't even know they were getting the invoice. So a lot of people don't check their email daily. So my highly, highly recommended tip is this. In your jewelry group, you should have your schedule posted as to when you go live. If you have a schedule for posting your albums, you should have that listed also. You can put it right as your cover photo. And if you have announcements, which that's how I usually do things, right? I create an announcement. Then I will go ahead and I will explain how they can shop from me and my photo albums. Ladies, a lot of ladies don't even know how to find photo albums in a group. So you guys have to take that into consideration. So if you are going to try to build album sales, then it may behoove you to actually have an announcement on that page that says, hey, go ahead and go over here on the left-hand column if you want to shop my jewelry and click photos. Then you'll see a line, you can hit albums. Now you get to see all my jewelry that's listed for sale, right? So we're training the customer how to shop your albums. On your live, you are repetitively telling them when you are going live, what day you invoice, how much your shipping is, how much your tax is, and tell them when you ship. You don't want customers, if you only ship once a week, you need to let people know that, or you're going to have upset people. And people that are upset, they don't shop again. And that's the whole goal here. We are building a customer base. We are letting them know how to come back and shop from us. And we are letting them know what to expect from us, when they're going to receive their invoice, when they're expected to pay it, and when that jewelry is going to ship out. My recommendations are that I find the faster that you invoice, the faster that they pay, the faster the jewelry gets to them. And then guess what? As soon as they get that jewelry, they're in love and they want to come buy more. And isn't that what we want? We want them to come buy more. So I always recommend that you are very upfront and you let them know exactly how it works. Keep saying your name over and over and over again. Train your customer by putting, if they're a new customer, I don't say to do this every single time because, you know, you don't want somebody collecting your business cards. But if they're a new customer, sure, drop your business card in the first 3 times, you know. And I always recommend to write a thank you note. You're going to stand out from other people when you're just starting out your business and you're on a lower scale by sending them a thank you note and signing it with your name, because guess what? Now they have the recognition that, oh my gosh, this person cares, you know. So you are training your customer how to find you again, how to join your jewelry group and purchase more items from you. And that is the name of the game here. We want to train our customers as to what to expect, how to find us again, and what our policies are. If you have a return policy, it might you know, help you out to actually return that, put that into your box so that if the customer opens it and sees there's something wrong with it, which, ladies, you should check every piece of jewelry before you send it out, you know? You just never know. And it could be as simple as a rhinestone missing off of a fish hook, but you can't expect that customer to repair it. Then it might help you the first time to do that, and it might help you to have that posted in your jewelry group as well. Make it a uniform policy. Don't bend it or change it for anybody. You want things to be fair. If your customer knows you're fair, then they like to shop from you. And so the first time that they get that package, they might not tell you for 4 or 5 days. And in my mind, if I don't hear that somebody had broken jewelry in 4 to 5 days, then I'm thinking, did they wear it and a baby snagged that necklace? Things like that pop up in my mind, and I don't want to think that about my customers. So I'm very upfront with our return policy. The other thing is train your customers by consistently telling them, like, let's say you have a contest. If you are not talking about that contest and showing what the prize is regular throughout your show, don't expect your customers to know it. People fluctuate in and out of lives, okay? A lot of people I have found are not tech savvy. They do not understand text alerts. They do not understand how to even find your business page. So sometimes if you get a one-on-one basis with people, and if I get a new customer, hey, how'd you find me? Awesome that you're here. Thank you so much for shopping with me. I find that you get to learn a little bit more about them, and then you can kind of gauge what kind of help they're going to need from you. So these are the most important things about training your customer, especially about going live. But if you're not consistent by going live, and one day at least at the same time every week, you're going to have a very hard time growing your customer base. And if you are not training your customers as to how to find you on that live, or asking them to join your jewelry group to make sure they don't miss it. Because if you go live on your business page, you should be sharing that live into your jewelry group. Now you have 2 chances of somebody to see you, okay? Hopefully this helps. My name again is Marissa. I have a website with over 10,000 different items. It's marissasblingonabudget.com. I also have a YouTube channel that you're welcome to subscribe to. We'll be doing lots of these videos going forward, and it's called Marissa's Bling on a Budget. So I enjoy doing these for you guys. I hope that they help. I appreciate all the feedback I get. Thank you so much, you guys, and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.